My mom would say I'm one of the people who's very passionate about people. During my high school years, they split. Some things are just for a short time. Nobody's in charge in the relationship. So when I was very young, when I was like about 6 or 7, I was thinking, maybe I'm going to be a veterinarian, especially when people say I can't do something. I'm going to show you I can do it. Even when money was tight. So the fees are extremely expensive for men. So I took about a year off. If you are unsure about yourself, you're going to be unsure about a lot of things in life. You are going to feel as if you are just drowning because nobody is hearing you. The reason for the other year was I had a baby. I have a very great husband. I fully understand the frustration of waiting when you are sick. I was a bit confused about the patient. I will not treat family. Please don't listen to Facebook doctor. I am proudly colored. You know what your goals are, and you always tell yourself, I am going to do it.
Good afternoon, people, friends, and family. Welcome to another episode of Wisdom of Solomon. I'm Marcel. I have a guest here. But before I'm going to speak about the guest, August month is Women's Month. In a month or so ago, I had this revelation with the Father where I spoke to him about how can we approach Women's Month. And he gave me the acronym of hope. And there's, for each letter of hope, there's a different meaning and a different guest that represent that meaning of that word. So, the guest that I'm having here on my right hand side is my last guest for Women's Month, which represent the word E, and E is for excellence. As the French would say, excellence. So, friends, family, without further ado, we have Doc Daniels.
Yes.
And it's such a privilege for me to have you on this show. I couldn't even imagine sitting here today because just to give a bit of context of where we're at, a couple of weeks ago, I stepped in here by the surgery. I didn't know what I would expect. So I just told myself, just go and see how these things go. Because normally, if I know that someone is very close to where I'm staying, I would normally just go straight to the person. I don't like telephonic conversations. It's just to have that personal interaction with the person.
Definitely.
So, knocked on the door at the reception. Reception looked at me, and I didn't know how to approach it. And then you came, and then I said, "No, I need to ask." And then I thought, Doc, I'm so sorry. I was so when I was there at home, and I thought, how did I manage to handle this? And how did I manage to just get into the surgery, speak to you? You accepted me. You thought, but who's this guy? You probably heard about the thoughts about why did I say yes? Because you just said yes. And then I said, no, I'm going to contact you again, then we can speak about it. And the rest is history.
Yes.
So it's such a privilege for me to be in this position, also to speak about your excellence. But we will get to that excellence.
Okay.
Doc, first of all, welcome to Wisdom of Solomon.
Thank you very much for having me.
Let's get that formalities out of the way.
Yes.
Secondly, I don't know, Doc. Let's be honest. Like I say to a guest that I had on the show, I told him that, listen here, I don't like to do research.
Yes.
I want to sit here and keep it real. I want to also be surprised about what I'm going to hear by any guest. So here and there, I would do some research for sure, definitely.
Yes.
But with you, nothing. Nothing. Clean slate. As I said, I will write a book, whatever goes out here today.
Okay, great.
So Doc, I don't know you. There's a lot of people that will watch this video that also gonna ask a lot of questions.
Yes.
Who is Doc? Where does Doc come from? There's even people that knows Doc that's gonna watch this video.
Yes.
We are curious. Who is Dr. Daniels?
Okay, so my name is Nicole Daniels.
Yeah.
I am 31 years old currently. I am from Kraaifontein. I grew up there. I attended school there, and then I went to UCT to study. I have 2 children, and I am married. I have 1 sister and then a few step siblings as well. And yeah, basically I am, my mom would say I'm one of the people who's very passionate about people.
Nice.
Basically.
Nice.
I love caring for people. I love being there for people. And it's just important for me to make people feel welcome, appreciated, and loved.
Nice.
So that's what I try to instill in my family, and that's also what I try to give my friends and family.
Cool. Doc, again, welcome to Wisdom of Solomon. Did you grow up in Kuilsrivier?
No, in Kraaifontein.
Kraaifontein? All these years?
Yes, so basically we moved there from Strandfontein when I was about 4 years old. And so I attended my pre-primary there, my primary school and high school there as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kraaifontein, which area in Kraaifontein?
I originally lived in Peerless Park.
Peerless Park, okay, I know where Peerless Park is.
Yes.
Baie rustig.
Yes.
At school, any adversities that you faced in a young age?
So basically, I was quite privileged in terms of my mother is an educator, my father's a police officer, but during my high school years, they split. And that caused us to have more financial difficulties because now it's two separate households with two separate incomes and having to do all of that. So we ended up moving to Bellville and then to Brackenfell, but because my mother didn't want us to change schools or anything like that, she actually made quite a big effort to get us to our school and so forth. So there was a time in about grade 10, 11, those years when you're supposed to be preparing for university. My sister and I had to take 2 taxis to get home. I used to take a taxi to go for extra classes. So with all the home stresses also, I somehow still managed to separate it from my schoolwork and then go on from there. But there was a lot of emotional stress basically at that time.
A divorce, especially when it comes to the children, especially where they're very close attached to both family members or parents, it can wreak havoc in any family, right? As you say, it was a big shock.
Yes.
You and your sister dealing with it. Did you, for any instance, blame any one of your parents?
Not at all. I do feel it was better for them to split, for them to be separate people. Not at the time, but I see it now. So it is better. They would not have worked together. So I feel, but that is now after years of, reflecting, going back on it and just seeing how they have basically grown as separate people now. And I think separately they are good. Together they might not have been so good anymore, but so eventually I accepted it, and I didn't blame anyone because I think now that I'm a bit older, I also understand that you cannot, some things are just for a short time. Yeah.
Does the thoughts, I'm just going to go into your marriage. You've been married for how long?
5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
Does the thought ever come, or that scary thought comes that, my family went through this, is that maybe on my doorstep also?
Not actually. I think my husband and I have a very different relationship. So we are very understanding, but we also understand that nobody's in charge in the relationship. It is each person for themselves.
Yes.
But then also together we make decisions, we plan everything together, and I think that what's important is that we both listen to each other.
Nice.
So if one person is not happy, we're not going to sleep and be angry and just quietly say these things. No, we need to speak about it so that we can get it out there.
Nice, Doc. Doc, I just wanted to find out, you in the doctor vicinity, right? In that field, did you from a very young age decided this is the route where I want to go to?
I did.
Is it?
So yes. So when I was very young, when I was like about 6 or 7, I was thinking, maybe I'm going to be a veterinarian. And then I realized I'm very scared of animals. I am very scared of all animals. So I realized that's not going to work. But I also realized that I have a passion for helping people.
Nice.
So when I was 8 years old, I decided I'm going to be a doctor. And I know lots of people say that's a childhood dream, and lots of people were like, oh, but that might not happen. And then, but that's one thing about me, especially when people say I can't do something. I'm going to show you I can do it.
Nice. I like it.
So I pushed and pushed and pushed, and I made sure that, so during the divorce time, there was a time where some of my maths marks and stuff were slipping because I'd missed a period of school and I just couldn't catch up in that section. And my mother made sure that I got extra lessons because she knew this is what I want to do.
Okay.
So, and she always encouraged me, and she said I should go for what I want to, but also she taught me that if you choose something, you must be sure about it, because if you're going to go for it, you need to complete it.
Nice.
So that's what I did, and I worked really hard. There were some of my friends were going out on the weekend. I was sitting there studying. So I wanted to get those marks in order to be able to get into a university to study medicine.
Cool. You just said something very profound. You mentioned that you had your support of your mother, although you went through a lot of adversities. If that support was not there from your mother, do you think you would have still pursued or pushed through in this journey?
I don't think so. My mother she's my greatest support, my biggest cheerleader since a young age. She would tell me, so what did I want to try? There was other sports that I wanted to try as well. And she would tell me, no, you can go for it. I will be there. She supported me. She got all the stuff that I needed. Even when money was tight, she was there. She made sure I had everything that I needed in order to succeed. And that's something I really appreciate that she did for me.
Nice. Doc, you went to university. You said also your mother had to make plans, especially finance-wise.
Yes.
How did that journey go? Because studying, for years, the finance, how did you manage to pass that bridge, if I have to say it that way?
So the fees are extremely expensive for medicine. Just the tuition fees alone, I think mine was about 80,000.
Sure.
And then my mother also wanted me to live at the university because traveling from Kraaifontein to Rondebosch is 2 hours of traffic there, 2 hours of traffic back, and then when are you going to study?
For sure.
So I lived there. With that also it came to about 130,000 for the year. I was fortunate enough to get a bursary from UCT. So they have these bursary packages that with the financial aid. I got a NSFAS loan that I had, and then my parents had to pay a portion.
Okay.
So even that portion was quite difficult, but they were able to do that. So I always talk about like the missed middle is basically the middle class people who are working. And unfortunately for their children, it's always you are too rich for a bursary, but too poor for university. So I don't. So I was fortunate enough to get that, and not all universities have that, where they are able to give you a bursary, and NSFAS is saying yes, okay, your family earns under the threshold, it's fine, you can get that. So, but I was one of the fortunate people to be able to get that. I think in that regard, the fact that they were not together. It actually helped because now it's not a combined household income also, so I think that did help.
Nice. So you studying for how long? Do you study?
So it is 6 years.
Okay.
I took a bit longer because I also needed to take care of myself at some point during it.
Okay. Yes.
So I finished at 8 years.
Okay. Somewhere along the line in that 8 years, although you said you are goal-driven, you pushed yourself and you go and get something. Somewhere along the line you could have thought, I'm just going to turn back in.
No, definitely. That is why it took longer. So in my 4th year, I realized I was distraught. I was like, do I still want to be a doctor? I'm not really sure anymore. This is very tough. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of pressure. And obviously my family is now not close, so now I can't just go home and say I've had a really terrible day. But so I decided I'm going to take some time off, and so I took about a year off just to regain and to reflect and find out who I am. Apart, not Nicole, the medical student, not Nicole, like my mother's daughter now, or my sister, or not Nicole, the girlfriend. just who am I?
Nice.
So I did that, and after that year of reflection, it really helped me. And I was able to go for it again because I just felt so renewed.
Nice. So would you then recommend for anyone out there, if you feel like things getting tough, just take a break. Take a break, take a step backwards, just to get a broader overview.
Yes.
And get some fresh air in and then take it from there.
Definitely. It gives you newfound energy. It allows you to just, you need to know who you are.
For sure.
Before you can help other people also. So if you are unsure about yourself, you're going to be unsure about a lot of things in life.
Yes.
So if you are able to do that, it's going to be better for whatever field you go into. For your colleagues, for your family, for yourself, it's good to do something like that.
Yeah. Your mother walks with you that path in. They normally, our parents love to see that we flourish. That is their dreams, right?
Yes.
But if they also have plans for us.
Yes.
But if we step one step out of that line, then they get worried and then they un us.
Yes.
You take a break. How did your mother deal with that news?
So at first she told me, no, it's fine, just push through this. There's only 2 more years left, and then she took a step back and she realized, but I actually need time.
Sure.
And she supported me in that time. And then before I was going back to varsity, she asked me, am I ready?
Nice.
She told me, even if you, please don't quit it. Please just finish it. Even if you don't practice as a doctor, just finish it. You've come so far already. And so she supported me. And I think that helps a lot. Because if you don't feel supported, you are going to feel as if you are just drowning because nobody is hearing you.
Yes.
So you need that support.
For sure. You finished your studies. How did that feel?
Oh, that was so great. That was great. I couldn't believe it that day when we did the oath-taking ceremony.
Yeah.
I was standing there and I was like, I made it.
Yes.
I really made it. It felt so good. My last exam also, I was confident. I was happy. I just knew why I was doing this. And then also, but at that point, I still wasn't sure, did I want to practice medicine? But as I stepped into internship, I just felt like a new person.
Sure.
So it was really very good for me.
Nice. Your 6-year journey, which almost 8 years.
Yes.
Oh,
sorry. The reason for the other year was I had a baby. So
okay.
in my final year.
Yes.
Yes. So my first daughter came then.
Yo! Whoa. So hold on there. So you say that in your final year,
yes,
which I couldn't imagine that the pressure, the stress, the exams, because you already took that break and you tell yourself that I can't, I need to push through.
Yes.
With the baby.
With the baby.
How did you manage to pull that through?
I told you, the first break was good. I understood who I was. I was able to prioritize things, be able to manage my time well, and that is why I was able to do all of that together.
Nice. So you gave birth after or before
Before I finished.
Before you finished?
Yes. So basically I got about 6 weeks off with her.
Yeah.
And then I went to...
Yes.
And then I went back to varsity. So it was like a break in the middle of the year or so. It was also the year of COVID. So we had to work a lot from home, which helped.
Okay, yes.
Yes. But when I had to go to class, I have a very great husband. He's a great support system. And we managed.
We is I'm going to speak from a guy perspective. Each guy is different, but there's some stuff that I can put there in the general. To be put alone with a child, you are busy studying. Normally we want to pursue our dreams first.
Yes.
We are egoistic people. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yes.
And for us to sometimes it's to give our wife that space to pursue her dreams also. And sometimes, especially when I assume in that space you were around about what age?
I was 24,
And
23.
your husband?
He is older than me, so he's 35 at the time.
At that time?
Yes.
Okay. So during that time, you would have also, I mean, that is at our stages of our lives where we also push for things.
Yes.
Because as we see life in the time span that we have on earth, is around about 40, 45 we want to settle.
Yes.
So during the years of 25 to 38, around about there we want to push through.
Yes.
So that 40s, we in that, how can I say, comfort zone, if I have
Yes.
to use that term. There you go. You busy studying. It's COVID. He needs to sit with the child also.
Yes.
How did you guys manage to pull that off also? Because there's a lot of things happening. It's
Yes.
COVID also. He feels like, okay, I can do this till this phase. You studying also. You need to finish off. Were there not any misunderstandings during that time?
Actually not.
Okay.
So we have a very good relationship.
Nice.
We communicate well. He's an educator, so he managed to get some time off also from school during that time, because he had one of the comorbidities also that was one of the dangers for him. He was able to look after our daughter very well. He loves children.
Nice.
So
yeah, I would have
yes,
imagined.
so he had no problem looking after her, and they still have a very close bond. So it was not really difficult for him, and what he's always done is he's always supported me.
Nice.
And he always wants to see me thrive. So that's what we do. So we even if he wants to do something at the same time, I will support him just the same. So I think in that regard, especially because we communicate so well, we are basically each other's best friend. So it helps that we are able to navigate those parts of the relationship.
Internship. For how long did you do your internship?
2 years.
2 years. Public hospital.
It's a public hospital.
Public.
We have to do it at public hospital. So it was at Kolbremer Hospital.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, my internship was also extended by 4 months because I had another baby.
You're full of surprises. So you had another baby?
Yes.
During your internship?
Yes.
The babies are how old now?
They are now 3.5 and 5.
3.5. Okay.
Yeah.
They are full of energy.
Full of energy.
Attention.
Yes.
They're seeking attention
They
by
do.
all means. To get back to, I just want to ask you a question. I know it was not part of the question list.
Yes.
Public hospital,
Yes.
private hospital.
Yes.
Why is there so a big difference? People want to hear this now today.
Okay. So one of the biggest things is that the majority of our population does not have medical aid.
For sure.
I think it's 80+%
Yes, you're
does
correct.
not have medical aid.
Yes.
At the private hospital,
Yeah.
remember, they have a lot of doctors. They might not even have more doctors, but they have less people coming to them. So at public hospitals, the waiting rooms are full.
Yes.
They are always full. There are too little nurses, too little doctors, too little of every staff.
Yeah.
Admin staff, cleaning staff, everybody is too little for that amount of patients that come there.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they also don't have all the resources. So now you kind of need that motivation in order to send patients for certain tests, because tests cost money.
Yes.
So in that regard, the doctor that first sees the patient basically has to advocate for their patient to get something and say, this is why my patient needs it more than the next patient. So that becomes very difficult, and that is why the service could be greatly improved if there's extra doctors, extra staff, because I think that would greatly improve our public health system. But unfortunately, the government says there are no funds to do so. Another thing about that is that once doctors finish community service, the year that we need to do after internship, we also have to do a year after internship in a public hospital. After that, you are on your own, right? So now you either work in government or you work in private, but there's no new jobs, basically. So there are jobs, very few of them, and there's approximately more than 1,200 doctors that are unemployed.
Sure.
So there's that also. So, and then another thing at public hospitals is that patients wait for a long time because say there are 100 people waiting to be seen. There are only 4 doctors.
Sure. I see.
And if you are in an emergency center, those patients usually require a little bit more.
Yes.
So you need to do those blood tests, you need to send them for x-rays, or you need to put on a cast for their leg or their arm that broke, and that takes time.
Yeah.
And then I fully understand the frustration of waiting when you are sick. It is horrible.
Yes.
But unfortunately, there are no other people to see them faster.
Yeah,
so it's a very frustrating system to work in.
Listen here, in the doctors, especially in hospitals or in the emergency rooms, it can be very traumatic.
Yes.
How do you deal with it? Because you would have probably seen a lot of graphic stuff.
Yes, I did. So I actually worked in Paul Hospital's emergency center.
Okay.
There is quite a lot of trauma that comes through there as well. But what you kind of do is you learn to it sounds bad, but you learn to separate your emotions from in that moment.
Sure.
Because you need to think clearly, take care of the patient, and then obviously once you have stabilized and referred that patient to the appropriate department, you have to be able to give the next patient the same level of care.
Yes.
And you can't crumble then.
Sure.
So basically what I used to do a lot was go home, reflect, debrief, and or especially with one of my colleagues, because they are people that understand a little bit more what you are going through.
Yeah.
And then you are just able to think clearly about those things. And at Paul Hospital, I also had great support from the seniors in the team, and you were able to just discuss things and how things made you feel, and that was quite valuable.
If you have a hectic day, right? Especially when you were in the hospital setup, how do you manage to keep your sanity? Because you saw a lot of things, a lot of traumatic stuff, and now you go home. How do you switch off, if I have to say it like that?
At first, I wasn't very good at switching off. My mind would race. I would still be on that adrenaline high from going through all those things. But then I also learned that when I come home, it's family time.
Yeah.
And the one thing that one of my seniors at the hospital once told me, because I told her I was a bit confused about the patient and I thought about this thing and how do I distinguish between two different things, and she said, why are you thinking about that when you go home?
Sure.
You need to leave it here.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you think about it again when you are here. But family time is family time, and you need to learn to separate those two. And I thought that was actually quite profound, coming from somebody who's senior, who's been in this for so long, and obviously expects excellence when we are seeing patients and stuff. So that for me was really something that I had to take home.
There's a lot of things that could have pushed you out of South Africa and
Yes.
try other avenues.
Yes.
Why are you still here? If I have to say, it sounds a bit crass now.
No, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because what
Yes.
I realized is, so my first goal was always to work for the government. Because how else to serve the people of South Africa than to work for the government if the
Yes.
majority is coming there? So basically, that's my answer. I want to be here for the people that are here. If we all run overseas, who's going to look after our people?
Yes.
And it's better to just take into consideration their needs. And people they're not always feeling well, and they're not always healthy, and they're not always thinking about things in the correct way, and sometimes they just need somebody to listen.
Yeah.
And I feel that if you're from here, you know the struggles, so
Yes.
it's easier for you to relate with that person. And I don't think that's something I would get overseas, because I don't know what the lifestyle is like. I don't know the things they went through when they were growing up.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be the same. So yes, overseas I might earn more money, but but my first point was to help people, and I can help the people here.
Nice.
So that's why I decided to stay.
We are so blessed that you decide to stay here because there's not a lot of people that thinks like that, like you thinking. Because although you're in the doctor space, sometimes the patient get override, and then you're just in that lull phase, and then you start thinking about yourself.
Yes.
And then the rest is out of the window, which is sometimes dangerous territory. But we're still okay. I'm still feeling safe while I'm sitting here. Speaking about safe, there's a saying that goes that a mechanic, if there's a mechanic who works on his cars, doesn't work on his cars. When it comes to you, your husband is maybe feeling sick. Do you still treat him the same way as you treat him?
Actually, I told him from the beginning, I will not treat family.
Is it?
You guys all have doctors. You need to go and see your
Always.
doctors. Because what happens is your emotions come up and then you might not think rationally.
Okay.
And then also, besides that, also because I know you personally, I might tell you, no, you're just being silly now. so actually, I feel that if he wants that care, and if my children also, I also feel that they need to see their own doctors. My mother needs to see her own doctor. I will advise to a certain point that, okay, if they ask me, is this medication safe to take at night? Yes, sure. But if you're feeling sick, please go and see your doctor. Because that person can objectively think about your situation and then advise treatment.
You are busy with Dr. Kotze. For how long has this journey now been going?
Only about 2 months.
2 months.
Yes.
And before you started this journey with Dr. Kotze, what did you do? Still busy with your internship or?
No. So I finished community service the middle of last year.
Okay.
And then I was doing locum work. And then I applied to work in the government. But as I say, there's so many applications.
Yeah.
So only a few will get through.
Yes.
So there was that. And then I stood in for somebody at Visanta Kral Clinic in a maternity position, which was great. And then, and then I got this job.
Okay, so you two are running the surgery, right? And why, I want to ask you this question, and because I've been just checking through social media and how people would react when people post this stuff and just say support and I'm here in advertising and media and so forth. Why is it so difficult? It might sound crass, and this is a question that I normally ask for anyone that's in business, people of color. Why is it so difficult for our people to believe in our people? Like for instance, our people is not gonna, no, I would rather go to that doctor. But we have our own people that knows us, that understands us.
Yes.
Why is it difficult to buy in that idea, to say that, nah man, let's rather also support our own people?
Yes. Funny enough, over here, I've got a lot of that support actually.
Nice.
Yes. So I think things are changing and people are willing to see things in a different way as well. But I do understand what you are saying. It's almost as if you don't want to see the next person succeed.
Yes.
That is the idea. I cannot say where it's coming from though, but I have found that I have a lot of support here.
Nice. Through this journey, your faith, does God fit in this picture?
Definitely. There's no way I could have done any of this without God.
Nice.
Because when I am feeling lost and when I have achieved something or I've been granted an opportunity, you must give thanks.
Yes.
And I feel that just knowing that you know there's somebody looking over you all the time is so special. And it's so great to just reconnect and know that there is somebody supporting you, they are looking out for you, and if something goes wrong, there's a reason why
Yes.
it was supposed to be that way.
Yes, yes.
And you may not know it now, but later you will know why that
Sure.
thing happened.
You couldn't put it in another way. If you could have write a book for especially when your mother's still alive,
Yes?
the mistakes that we normally do, and when I say normally do, is us as people in color, that we end up with diabetes, high blood pressure, we are prone for strokes. If you could have wrote a book like a 5-point guideline to make sure that we don't end up being part of that stats, if I have to say it like that, what would that 5 things that we need to do to make sure that we don't end up here, if I have to say it like that?
No, I understand. Take your medication, please.
Okay.
Ask about your medication, because I found a lot of people, they don't know why they are taking the medication, and they end up picking and choosing what they want to take, because this one doesn't make them feel good or that one doesn't make them feel good, but they don't actually know why they're taking the medication. So then ask about your medication. Obviously, 2 of the major factors are diet and exercise. We are not all trying to be bodybuilders. We just need to get that heart pumping a little bit. We need to build a little bit of muscle, and those things are important also for staying healthy. And then the other thing is, please don't listen to Facebook doctors.
Thank you.
If you are going to listen to somebody, please make sure they are actually a qualified doctor before you, because anyone can make a video and say that they are a doctor.
Yes.
Don't leave your tablets and take what they are selling you. There's a reason they made that video, was to sell that product.
Yeah.
So please look them up first.
Yes.
And then also, I know we can't force anyone to take medication, have an operation, or do anything. But when you leave your medication or you decide you are not going to take it, make an informed decision. So first look at your condition, look it up. Google is there. Look up what your condition is and look at the complications. And know that if you do not take the medication, these are the things that are going to happen with me. Yes, there are a lucky few that get through. But not everyone's lucky. So please look it up first.
The era that I grew up from is that there is that old people guidance or things that they put together, concoction. Let's try that. Some of my family members say they don't believe in using that medicine or that medicine.
Yes.
What is your stance about that?
So I think obviously traditional medicine in any form is acceptable. But remember, it hasn't been tested. So we don't know. There hasn't been studies to say this is the outcome if you use garlic on a daily basis.
Yes.
There hasn't been anything to say these are the side effects and so forth. But the medications have been tested, and the side effects are well known, most of them. And there's continuous studies and things going on in order to see the efficacy as well as the complications that come with those medications. So yes, you can use your traditional medicines, but please just don't leave the Western medicine also. And if you decide to do that, like I said, it's fine. If you choose to go with the herbal route, it's fine. But make an informed decision, because these are what those medications will prevent. And your traditional medicines might also do that. We just don't have any studies to prove that it will do so. So by all means, if you want to use them together, it's fine.
Nice. You have a lot of balls going up and down, right? Surgery, you have your own family, children is quite still young. I probably, normally if you're in this field, that adrenaline of keeping just pushing for more, maybe going higher levels in your studying or in your career path. How do you manage to stay grounded? Because sometimes first one in the family to be a doctor, they can go to your head.
That is true, but I think it's my mother.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So It's her and it's my husband.
Oh, nice.
They make sure that I still connect with people, that I still do what I need to do. And I feel also it's a little bit of my personality also.
Nice.
So I am very, very, very down to earth. What I have realized is, so in the beginning I would try and put on an accent, and I realized no, I am proudly colored.
Nice.
And I will continue to speak with this accent.
Nice, yes.
Because my accent does not determine my intelligence.
For sure.
So I am going to, that is one of the things that I also realized. And I also, and the other thing about me is everybody's human. It doesn't matter where you live, where you come from, what you do. Everybody is human and everybody deserves to be treated the same.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I think that is one of the things that is really one of my core values. And I think that's probably why I am the way I am.
Nice, nice. Your humbleness can sometimes let people run over you.
Yes.
You are in a male-dominated field. Let's be honest. I think 60% is male doctors, and 40% is women. And how do you manage to still stay confident, believe in yourself in this? Because you would have probably been through a lot of no's also in your life.
Yes.
How do you stay strong as a woman? Because there's a lot of women watching this video.
Yes.
And wanted to know by you about, how do you manage to push through as a woman?
So the first thing is, you know who you are.
Yeah.
You know your strength.
Yes.
And even if the other people don't, you need to be confident in yourself. I was very shy in the beginning. I did also have a lot of people that I thought, oh no, they are so much better than me.
Sure.
They're doing so much more. When am I going to reach that level?
Yeah.
But I also realized I can only be me. And I need to be able to be happy and confident in who I am. But also one of the things that you need to know is you need to know your limitations. And if you are able to recognize that and not be arrogant about it, you will go far.
Yeah, yeah.
So be confident, be yourself,
Yes.
and know what your goals are.
Nice, nice. Doc, there is, I normally call this the wisdom session where the guests give wisdom. There's a young child, colored child. Let's make it personal. Colored child sitting at home, also very young. I want to be also a doctor. I want to sit where Dr. Daniels is sitting now. But there's a lot of noises from the outside that's distracting that person. What advice do you have for that person to just do every day? Or let me make it much more practical. What would you say to that person? What must they tell them every morning when they look in that mirror to say that, don't worry, child, you can do it? What can they tell themselves every morning?
So first,
okay,
they need to find somebody
yeah.
who's going to be their biggest cheerleader. It does not always have to be your parent. It does not have to be your grandparent. It can just be a friend or a lady in the community or an uncle in the community. It can be somebody, anybody, a teacher even. Find somebody who believes in you because there is somebody.
Nice.
So that you just have that support when you feel you can't get yourself up anymore. And then, you know what your goals are, and you always tell yourself, I am going to do it. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what the world throws at me. There is always a way to achieve my goals.
Nice.
So that is something they should tell themselves every day. Even when you feel it's not going to work, it will work.
Yes.
Because you know that God is also there for you.
Yes.
Always.
Yes. Nice.
So I think those are the things that they need to remember.
Nice. Doc, dreams for goals for the next, let's say, year.
So basically, I would like this practice to obviously grow a lot more. I have a few courses that I want to do as well, just to further equip myself with more skills.
Nice.
And then another thing that I want to do is I'm not sure. I don't think I want to specialize yet, but there might be something that I might think of. But for now, I just want to be me. I want to be Mommy Nicole.
Yeah.
I want to be the wife, and I
Yes.
want to just be comfortable with who I am.
Nice, nice. Doc, one last question. The surgery. Contact details. Is there a Facebook page? How can we get hold of this? How can we get hold of the surgery? Where must we look for this?
Okay, so on Facebook, we do have a page. It's Dr. J. Coates' Medical Practice. That is the Facebook page. Then there's also a phone number. You can WhatsApp to the number or call it. The number is 082 651 9565. And we are based at 1 Rand Street, Blankenburg. It's right next to Supreme Upholstery.
Cool. Doc, can we also... wait, let me just rephrase it again.
Okay.
Normally they say doctors, on a Monday morning I can come and just book me off for sick.
Yes.
Can I come and so you can book me off for sick on a Monday?
No. You need to be sick, eh? You really need to be sick.
But for all seriousness, prices. How does the prices range?
Okay, so for the month of July, we were doing a special of 250, but our normal prices are 350 card and 400 cash. And then we also have a few things that we do that are a bit of an extra price that we add on to. So that is like the sugar test and pregnancy tests and those things.
Nice.
But they are all under 100 Rand. We also do PDPs.
Nice.
And then we also, and for that consultation fee of 350 or 400, depending on if you pay cash or card, it includes medication, includes injections as well.
Nice. Medical aid, can we come on medical aid?
Definitely.
All medical aids or?
So it's most medical aids. Just before you come and you're but unsure, send us a picture of your medical aid card and we will tell you if we accept the medical aid.
Nice, nice. Doc, I want to make use of this opportunity. First of all, thanks again for availing your premises. That's the first thing. Secondly, it's a huge privilege for us to hear a story from you first thing. And then also another thing, for who you are as a person, not sighing back, first of all, taking a back step. People's person. Also, just to be there. Normally, when I don't have experience of doctors, but how I see things is, this is my perspective, is that normally if you're pushed into that field and then it's just like a second nature. It's like you've been forced also sometimes, but this comes naturally from you. So thanks for that. It's not easy.
Thank you.
And when it comes naturally, it is part of the passion, it's part of who you are, and you don't have to put up a persona and getting tired. So I think when this doors opens here every morning, you're an hour earlier here just to get yourself ready for the day because of the passion and the love for people. So thank you so much for that. May you grow from strength to strength. May the Father give you so much wisdom that you can exceed and excel in whatever studies that you want to pursue still in your career path. Also, may you just be a mother for your children, a wife for your husband, and a family person, a community person, for everyone who you encounter. May the light of the Father just blossom through you. So I think the person that you are, you wouldn't experience down days because you just have to some source where you tap from just to give you that energy and push through for the day. And I ask myself, because normally I ask the Father just to give someone also a piece of bread so that they can chew and eat on, as he did with the Israelites. And I ask him, Father, what can I say for Nicole? And normally we are born with the word, and the word is there to feed someone. And this morning he gave me henna. But before henna, a couple of days before henna, he gave me the word gehoorsaam. All right, listen with him. Right. And I asked, okay, why do you say this? And then he gave me the verse of 1 Samuel 2, of Henna, but before I'm going to Henna, is that he also told me that the word listen comes from where it's like you create a creed for yourself, where you tell yourself, this is what I'm going to listen. And if I listen to other things, other noises, it blocks itself out.
Yes.
You have a goal and you listen to your goals. You push yourself, and today you showed us as people of color. I want to make it personal, and I'm not racist and I'm not excluding any people, but I want to make this moment special and make use of it, that we as people of color can also pursue positions that we never thought of. And you showed us today that it is possible. Sometimes we read about it, sometimes we saw it on social media. Today we have first-hand experience of that our dreams is valid. Our dreams, we can go and get our dreams.
Definitely.
Thank you for showing us that. Thank you for believing in yourself, which is something very difficult. I don't know why our people, again, I don't speak down to our people, struggle to sometimes to believe in us, in ourselves. That's why our communities are so broken, because we struggle to believe in ourselves. Today you showed us we can believe in ourselves.
Definitely.
And the verse that I read about this morning, as I said, it spoke about what Henna is telling us, and it comes from 1 Samuel 2 verse 10, yes. I'm going to list 10 and 11.
Okay.
It is not by strength that one prevails. Those who oppose the Lord will be broken. The Most High will thunder from heaven. The Lord will judge the ends of the earth. He will give strength to the king and exalt the horn of his anointed. 11. Then Elkanah went home to Ramah, but the boy ministered before the Lord under Eli the priest. What this verse is telling us, that the Lord is so proud of you. And why is he so proud of you? Because you listen to him. And because you listen to him, you prevail. And his glory is shining through you. And this is not just for you, this is for your children, this is for sowing, as I said earlier, for communities. This is for the Western Cape, for South Africans and all that. We can pursue our dreams.
Yes.
And thank you for being the tangible person that we can see that, we can.
Yes.
And from prevailing from that, not just for yourself, your children will benefit from this. Your husband will benefit from this. Your mother, I think, every morning she wake up with a smile. Why? Because her prayers was answered. And the prayers is still answered, that her daughter, and I assume your sister, is also doing wonderful things. And your mother is signing from ears to ears. Your father, just before we cut end off, is he still alive?
Yes.
What's your mother and your father's name?
My mother's name is Valencia.
And your father?
Richard.
Valencia, Richard, props to you. You raised a wonderful daughter, a daughter that is today, in this day and age life, we're looking up to presidents, we're looking up to ministers, we're looking up for people that is on TV and all on social media. Today we see someone that is grounded, that is walking in between us. That here it is, and it is possible, as I said earlier. The same thing that when Jesus walked the earth, people asked themselves, but who is this person? No, it can't be him. It can't be him. He can't have this anointed person. He can't have all this strength and wisdom from the Father. The same people were judging and thinking about it. They are so surprised how you manage, but now they're not surprised, but they like push through to see that, we can.
Yes.
Dr. Nicole, when I spoke to you over the phone and I saved the number, and I said, Doctor, how amazing is that? Doctor, I feel healthy as I sit here because I've been fed with a lot of energy, with a lot of positivity. Thank you so much. Again, I normally say thank you is an understatement. And I can't see myself sitting in the presence of someone that maybe you don't think yourself as that because you're humble, but you are in very high regard, and you need to stick with it, and you need to it's me. It's me, I am who I am. So thank you so much, and may you open your own surgery.
Thank you.
May we flock your sheep premises where we can feel safe, where we can feel that when you touch us, when you give us guidance, it's God speaking through you.
Thank you.
Go
Thank you
in
so
peace.
much for having me.
Thank you so much, people, friends, family. This is Wisdom of Solomon signing out. Dr. Daniels, our last guest for the month of August, which represent excellence. Thank you so much. And everyone, till we see each other again, thank you.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. Thank you so much.